How many snaps did they run in the 14 personnel?
That's only for us.
100% of the snaps.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into 14P Fantasy. I am your host, Justin Wright. Today, we are talking Dameon Pierce and his 2022 rookie profile for this upcoming draft, upcoming rookie draft, more importantly for fantasy. Before we get into talking strengths, weaknesses, player comp, all those good things, check out the Patreon page, guys. 14 personnel over on Patreon. That top tier, we are going to break down one of your dynasty teams. Again, you'll send us screenshots. We will talk through trade targets, guys to move off your team, guys to cut, guys to add, all these kind of extra details. Again, 10 to 15 minute personalized video just for you. So check that out. On top of that, we have Dynasty tiered rankings, rookie tiered rankings, which obviously you're talking about Damien, or you're watching a video about Damien Pierce, maybe in February. So you care about those rookie rankings. Check that out, guys. For only $5 a month. On top of that, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you like what we're doing here. Again, we got a whole lot more of these types of rookie profiles coming out. So check them out as they come. All right. We're talking Damien Pierce. If you're not familiar, he is a senior running back out of Florida. Again, 21, 22 years old, or going to be 22, next season, obviously. He is coming in at 5'10", 216. So he has the right size to be a productive running back in the NFL. But when you look at his college profile here, 574 rushing yards, 13 touchdowns, again, 19 receptions, 216 receiving yards. And when you're looking at that all-important target share, which again is fairly sticky season to season, NFL or college to the NFL, he's coming in at 4.8%. That is a red flag. However, I don't think it's that he can't catch the ball. He's not Jordan Howard. He is significantly more capable than that, but there's definitely things that need to be worked on. So when we're looking at strengths and weaknesses, you can put that right there with his receiving. It's not that necessarily he's great at it. The ball, he lets the ball to his chest. He can run screens. He can run outs. So there's good and bad. That's really the best way to put it. He can definitely improve. So I don't think it, precludes him from eventually or at one day maybe filling a 3-down role one season. Again, I don't think that's off the table. But when you're looking at some other strengths here, I mean, he's flexible. He's versatile in the sense that he can play in a gap scheme. He can play in a zone scheme. He's shown the ability to do both while in college. So that type of flexibility really helps his, plethora, the types of landing spots he can find. It's pretty much anywhere. And that goes a long way when you're trying to get these guys that all important, day 2 draft capital. I don't think Dameon Pierce gets that, to be perfectly honest. He's most likely a day 3, round 4, round 5 pick. And that is fine. That's not going to be the end of the world for him, although it's not necessarily a positive. On top of all of this, because of his frame, because of his play style, he has great contact balance. He gets what is given to him, and he can run dudes over given how stocky he is, I think is a good way to put it. He's kind of built like a train, to be perfectly honest. And when guys get in front of him, he makes them pay. Obviously, he has a nose for the end zone as well. So all of these things are, kind of building up to be, all right, he's got a lot going very well for him. The downside, though, he's fine. He is fine speed. He'll probably be a, 4.59, 4.58 guy, maybe into the 4.6s, and that's fine. Again, with his draft capital, I'd be shocked if he's really going to be running a whole lot faster. He's going to be a perfectly fine running back. I think that's the best way to put it on him. And honestly, if he does land in the right situation, that's where he becomes a really interesting rookie sleeper. Again, I don't think he's a guy you're ever going to be looking to draft in the first round of your rookie drafts, or at least you shouldn't be. But when you get early to mid-second, Dameon Pierce is going to pop up on that radar if he lands in the right situation. Again, this has to be a team that is looking for a power back, because he's not shifty. He's not going to shake you out of your shoes. He has good footwork behind the line. He's fine in space, but he is a guy that will get what is given to him. And that is absolutely not a negative by any stretch. He's not going to play off script or play off script very well. So all of those things kind of make up a very sound running back, perfectly average with upside in the right situation. And honestly, he reminds me of Damien Harris. Damien Harris is not a flashy running back. by any stretch of the imagination. Right. His profile in the NFL is weird because coming out of college, he was a very good pass catcher. Obviously, that hasn't been necessary with his role on the Patriots. But again, he's a good pass catcher. I think significantly better than Damien Pierce was. But again, a guy that can improve on pass catching is what Damien Pierce, brings to the table. But as far as run style goes, Damien Harris is not going to be a guy that's bouncing runs outside, making all these off-script plays. He gets exactly what's given to him, just like Damien Pierce. They both are great in the red zone, have a nose for the end zone. There's a lot of similarities in their run style and their game. So, again, this is not a bad thing. Damien Harris is a very good running back in the NFL, and he's a perfectly solid fantasy running back, which is what Damien Pierce can turn into. I don't think he's ever going to be an RB1, to be perfectly honest. But again, right situation, he's a guy that can break into those top 20 running backs a couple times throughout his career if given the opportunity. All right, guys, that is all I have for you. If you have questions, comments, drop them below. Again, if you like what we're doing here, check out the Patreon page, subscribe to the YouTube channel, all that good stuff. As always, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
How many snaps did they run in the 14 personnel?
That's only for us.
100% of the snaps.